switch this to share screen. Meet. Share. We are up.
All right. Welcome to this mukbang. I mean, baseball play-by-play broadcast. Yes, indeed. This is the International Sports Network. You are watching the World Baseball Classic 2026. More aptly, you are watching along with us. Wherever you are in the world, we're very, very pleased to have you here. And we are joining already in the World Baseball Classic quarterfinal between USA and Canada. The Canadians facing off against an American team that has just barely survived. One told Aaron Judge, apparently, as it's an early bind for Mike Soroka and the Canadians. Runners at second and third, one out in the top of the first. And this friendly USA crowd is already very, very pleased. If you don't know who we are, I'm kind of amazed. But on the off chance you don't, I'm right with taking the lead on some hockey play-by-play. And I am now returning the favor as the baseball has begun, our first baseball broadcast of the year. But we're keeping it low-key. I'm having my dinner. MG's all dressed to the nines as per the usual. Making me look a right fool, but that's okay. Because I am going on hour 16 of being awake straight. But the last of my energy belongs to my favorite sport, to my brother, to the network, and to you watching at home, again, wherever you are in the world.
Some interesting fielding in the U.S.
Yeah, already. RBI ground out by Kyle Schwarber. 2 outs, top of Netflix Japan, both of us are. In America, it is being broadcast on Fox 1, which is a terrible app. I'm going to be totally honest. As new Cub Alex Bregman pops out at third base, that'll end the top of the first. Gives us an opportunity, my friend, since this is your first baseball broadcast, to know there's so much time to fill. It's a good lesson to learn sooner rather than later.
Good, because in hockey, there's none.
Gives us an opportunity to set the lineups. The Americans have learned their lesson, or I guess Mark DeRosa has learned his lesson. Starting their best lineup, Bobby Witt leads off, Bryce Harper in the 2-hole at first base, Aaron Judge in right, Kyle Schwarber DHing, Bregman batting fifth and playing third base, Roman Anthony in left, the big dumper Cal Raleigh behind the plate, Bryce Turang at second base, and Pete Crow Armstrong in center field. But yeah, Fox 1 has been god-awful so far, and it's been like night and day since I've switched over to the Japanese broadcast. I highly recommend you do this as well. Not to you, my friend, because I know we are. It's going to be the way to go. Trust us on this, especially if you're in America, man. The commercials, man, do they get old?
No kidding.
But in any case, here we are in the quarters, man. I mean, how's the tournament been?
Always good to have meaningful baseball this time of year.
Yeah, I think I would lean towards having this tournament, as much as I love it to death, and I do, make no mistake. The one thing that would make it more perfect is if it started in November.
Oh.
And it was played entirely indoors. Yeah.
Okay. There's an argument there.
So that, I mean, you still wouldn't have any interest on, and honestly, because we have not seen any commercials on this feed. Webb on the mound for the Americans, making his first start of the tournament. And he will pitch to the Canadian lineup, which is being led off by Otto Lopez of the Miami Marlins. First base is just recently re-signed with Seattle Mariners. Tyler O'Neill, the perennial Canadian All-Star, in right field, batting third. 5-hole, leading off. Abraham Toro, MG's best I was thinking about two there. My goodness. Who is the most Canadian-looking man ever, by the way. I don't know, especially in your hockey circles. I'm sure there are a fair
I don't
few
know.
more. But
There's
for me,
quite a few Canadian-looking men I can think of.
Arnie Witt is just he's appeared in the WBC all the way back in 2000. They've had some great pitching performances up to this point. There have been some stars, Tyler O'Neill. Looking to make some noise here against the Americans.
Boy, this USA outfield is playing
Webb
very
is
deep.
low. Well, I mean, they know what he has aura as well. He just has that home run aura. Fouled away. I mean, they know if he hits one, incredible Sally, because his Sallies are always fabulous.
Oh, absolutely.
Middly fabulous, but it's pretty good. Webb looking in for the side long run. Bregman. Alex Bregman stretching his tiny arms to their limit, hauling that one in foul territory. As a Cubs fan, how psyched are you that he's coming to replace Matt Shaw?
Oh, I couldn't be happier.
It's a real upgrade in Houston. Well, actually, I guess it was already his Houston last season, but what emotions going through his head, I wonder. 1-0 Canada here in the bottom of the first. Captain Canuck Tyler O'Neill in the box against Logan Webb, who I think looks like the actor Jesse Plemons. You see it? Speaking of the Cubs. PCA always gets me concerned that he has alopecia, even though
he does. He certainly does. Oh, that's a base hit.
O'Neill past the dive of the shortstop into shallow left field. On to move Lopez up 90 feet. And just killer defensive plays so far this tournament.
Just
and he did not miss that by much, just a little tardy. The pitch limit for increased from 65 to 85, so that's something to keep an eye on for both of these starters. Major leaguers on this Canadian team too. There is the question of the restrictions placed on them by their play into in the batter's box. Young former Cub. Nice relaxed commentary here on ISN. You're watching right along with us. We're all sitting in the same living one. I love doing this. This is what I normally do watching baseball, and now we're just putting it on YouTube in my living room. What I normally do.
I do see the Jesse Plemons.
Yeah, ooh. Right. He's just hairier. He's just a hairier Jesse Plemons as Casey strikes out swinging.
Got him swinging.
2 outs in the first, with the go-ahead run standing on first base. So that'll bring up Toro. Who's been the hero. Kind of fighting for that for a regular time in the Seattle infield, I believe. Last I remembered where he was playing in the majors.
I believe you're right there.
Not too much younger than your two humble servants, born in December of 1996. Combined,
absolutely,
for darn sure.
Far and away.
What a beautiful pitch by Webb. Little sinker on the bottom outside corner of the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Webb is 1 strike away from stranding 2 Canadian runs. First frame. Toro steps out. Big pitch coming here. The ace of the San Francisco Giants trying to preserve the lead early. The 0-2 swung. He looks at strike 3. Absolutely inch perfect placement on the cut fastball from Webb.
Fabulous movement on
And
that
Toro's
pitch.
got no chance of that. My goodness.
Oh, there's an ad
And now
break.
we get commercials. But you know what?
They're Japanese
Gives
commercials.
us. That's right, which makes them better. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know why, but it does. I've gotten great comfort knowing that car commercials are just the same in the world, but car commercials are just the same, same boring stuff everywhere. Here we go.
Here's
This is a great Japanese commercial. Oh my days. And now a Gundam mobile game?
Sure looks
Hell
like
yes. I'm here for it, honestly. It beats the heck out of the strange evangelical prestige television trailers you've been getting on Fox One.
it. Yeah. You can say
If
that
in
again.
if you're in America, if you know, you know. Just painful. This, at the very least, is always very colorful and fast. I'll give him this. It does kind of keep your attention a little more
Yeah.
than American commercials do. Oh boy. One inning down here, if you are just joining us. Nice together here on ISN. 1-0 USA here in the quarterfinals. Take this opportunity for a scoreboard update. Korea and the DR also in action at this time. End of the fifth in Miami, and the DR is pretty comfortably in the lead. Coverage of Puerto Rico and Italy. It's been a colorful cast here. I don't know. I wasn't sure. I guess this is your first lead.
Yes.
As Roman Anthony strides in against Mike Soroka.
Really?
Like the actor Ken Watanabe.
Really?
Yeah. First base line, Anthony retired by Josh Naylor. One away very quickly here in the top of the second. I just kind of love so much easier and calm and kind of focused in on the game action as often. And again, doing little things like keeping it on the field during the inning break.
Yes.
It is crazy. It's amazing how different it is.
And two
running
away.
out number 2. And that is a tough play to make, let me tell you. To catch a ball like that on the fly. It's many, many steps. Obviously, you throw the mask off. Some people don't. You got to track it, and then you got to catch it with the right part of the glove. It is so thin up on normally where a pocket would be that you have to make sure to make it stay in the mitt. It's a catcher's mitt is designed so much differently than any other gloves for obvious reasons.
Right.
But you can see in a pitch like that Bo Naylor just
walked
caught.
him.
His glove is almost angled down towards the plate.
Oh, that was 3.
To haul that one in. It's okay. We're nice and relaxed. It's all good. It's Bryce Terang in a very, very, very big lead in this at bat. 3-0. 3-1 to the Brewers' second baseman.
Called strike will make it 3-2.
Shot foul. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the count. Oh, hey. We know that guy. Ken Griffey Jr. in the camera well. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Soroka's payoff to Terang. Foul back. This is a very, very efficient inning for Mike Soroka. Night and day compared to the top of the first. Bryce Terang has gotten a lot of fans
foul.
in probably his past season. I think he's just been. I don't want to compliment him too much in front of my Cubs fan partner here, but all the same, he's a real hustler. He's doing pretty much everything well. Three balls, two strikes,
Outs
two outs.
right
to
down the
pitch.
middle. That'll retire the side.
Oh, man. After I was vouching for you, Bryce. Come on, dude.
Just right down the middle.
All right, well, retired very quickly. He was very obviously sitting fastball there. Well, we are halfway through the second. 1-0 our score. As we said, the other two quarterfinals tomorrow, Puerto Rico and Italy, Venezuela and Japan. And could turn out to be a sneaky classic.
I'm hoping.
On the surface, you think Italy is, I think, Puerto Rico, rather, I think would be undermatched, but they match up pretty well. I think it's going to be fun.
Definitely.
But, yeah, I mean, Kazu Ibata and Samurai Japan.
I do not think so. Pete Crow Armstrong due up
We'll
for
see.
the Americans.
I hope they're able to make it a game.
As
I
am
hope it'll
I.
be fun. I'm sad I'm going to miss it just because life happens, but I have to just probably watch the replay when I get back. I'll be gonna be a little bit busy tomorrow night.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, it's I can't talk too much about the project. You know about it, but I don't want to share it with our friends yet.
Fair enough.
Very, very interesting things are happening on Sunday morning. But the preparation begins tomorrow evening. Yes. A very important dinner appointment here in Charlottesville. All right, I think we're about ready to resume here at the bottom of this. Our Americans in front. A very, very slim margin. Tyler Black is in the batter's box. I don't know where he is now. He might have gone back down to AAA. Just became one of those, for lack of a better term, jobbers. I think it's really the only term for these. I want to say like Kevin Costner types, like Crash Davis types.
Sure.
You know, these 30-year-old guys who are just trying to get back to the bigs. And you know, he's had some good seasons, mind you, Black, but count even at one. Excited to watch Denzel Clark bat this inning as Black fouls that one down the right field line on a play. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the count. Oh, he broke his bat. There's Ernie.
He's a very Canadian man. He is a very Canadian looking man.
There you go. I'm Canuck than that you're aware of.
I mean, when I think Canadian, I
we
think
love you,
Alex Trebek, but I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, got him looking.
Black unable to put bat to ball there. He was. You don't see that very often. You don't get that far caught in between taking the pitch and swinging at it.
Yeah,
that's another one of those that is almost middle rather, that the Canadians have just watched. 1 out, and this will bring up Bo Naylor. Still starting catcher for the Cleveland Guardians. Which, by the way, Cleveland, incredibly beautiful city. Went there last summer. Went through ball game there last summer. It was not a great result for the home team, but that ballpark is stunning, and I got nothing but good things to say about it. I think it gets an unfair an unfair rap. I don't know. I mean, they say a lot of the same stuff about Chicago, about your hometown, man. But I think a lot of negative rhetoric against American cities these
Yeah.
days.
Oh,
It's too political.
a whole lot of negative rhetoric against cities. Another place that I'd say is quite underrated is Detroit.
Oh yeah, I'd like to go one day.
Ooh, there's
As Naylor
hit
fights
to
that one
left.
off in a shallow left. Nice piece of hitting from Bo. Going the opposite way. And another one-out base runner here for Canada. Denzel Clark. Your favorite. I don't know what I'm going to do if he and Julio Rodriguez have to play each other. The ball's one strike, a man on and a man out here to Denzel Clark. Ooh, called strike 2. Man, Webb's really got that sinker working for
A lot of pitches just watched.
Yeah, I mean, well, look at it. I mean, look at how much dip he gets on that sink. That's right. I mean, look out.
Chopped into
Little
the
chopper.
infield.
And Clark, I mean, there's no way you're going to get him there.
No.
The minute he made contact, he was going to be safe at first. But it is a force out. And Witt combining. And he's already by Harper.
Yeah, easily.
2 outs of Julien of the Minnesota Twins. Minnesota Tees. They're going to get the rest of their to get their win back when they win. And Julien lines out sharply. Nice. Wraps up the first 2 frames of play. 1-0 Americans. And it's us from a wrestling standpoint, from a character, from a creative standpoint. What are our good outcomes here for the rest of the tournament?
Ooh.
I'll start with you. I'll let you have the floor first.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you obviously Samurai Japan are kind of your monster heel. Not in the sense that they're necessarily like this tournament. And it ain't Japan.
Yes, and we're watching them, I think, right now.
Yes. So I mean, Japan's kind of your monster, your Takeshita, to use a New Japan Pro Wrestling.
I think that's a very apt comparison. One I think they'd really enjoy.
Yeah, you've really got this this Daniel Bryan thing going with Italy. They're up against everything, and it feels like it's heading for that Daniel Bryan.
Ooh, let's hope not. But
wait,
unless you were thinking of a sorry, that Uber.
Which Daniel Bryan moment at WrestleMania are you thinking of?
It's the one where he gets screwed, or was that not at WrestleMania?
Oh no, that was maybe thinking of Bret Hart there.
No, I'm thinking of this. That's the screw job. We know the screw job. No, it was when it was supposed to be his year, his like championship, but it ended up being for Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. WrestleMania 30 in New Orleans
is what we're hoping for.
Gets the belts and 60
are Japan and the US. I would argue, I think there is kind of, I don't know, an Ibushi feel to this Japanese team too. I mean, they're being for no reason, really.
Yeah.
They're seeing their depleted pitching staff. They're seeing like their stars. They're seeing Shohei not pitching. They're seeing Roki not coming. They're seeing all the injuries. And they like always found a way as Crow Armstrong loops that toward Julien, but he couldn't put him down. And some speed on first very early to start the third for the U.S. The U.S. comp I'm going to give is New World Order Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, Hogan thing going right now. But like not Hollywood Hogan, not NWO when it was with WCW and a relevant reaction and it's the played out here's Hulk Hogan when they after the merge Hollywood Hulk Hogan without any of the actual anti-establishment rhetoric of the NWO.
That's a well taken point. That as Bobby Witt is in an early 2-0 lead here in the count against Soroka. 37 pitches for the Canadian.
I would compare the U.S. as well to when I saw Ric Flair's quote-unquote last match.
Oh, gosh.
Just a sad old man still trying to wrestle.
I start talking about like the state of baseball around the world instead of just the WPC. Because we're getting into like lockout territory here for the major leagues because the major leagues are in dire straits right now.
Yeah.
I'm seeing so many videos now on my YouTube feed all about how I'm in a twisted way. Oh my goodness, Otto Lopez.
What a throw.
Fading a speedy Pete Crow Armstrong on second base. We'll take another look at it here. Lil Chopper. He has no time, but he just kind of rifles that.
Couldn't see it on that
fingertips.
angle. Oh, that's close. No, he got him.
He got him. Still out, but yeah, wow, that was close. That middle infield partnership of Lopez and X Edwards in Miami
very
is
nice.
One of my favorites in the league. So that'll bring up Harper, Mr. Not Elite himself. And I say that as a Phillies fan who is very tired.
Yeah, that saga was something.
Oh, my dear boy, that implies that it's not still going on.
Continues to be.
Yeah. Fastball high and outside to Harper. And Harp's in an 0-2 hole. Dangerous Judge waiting on big pitch coming for Soroka. Needs this out. Try the pickoff on the speedy Witt.
Nothing doing there.
Back safely. It makes me happy though if it keeps trending this way, especially and honestly, if we get a lockout, Harp takes a pitch inside 1-2. I think it is ultimately good for the league because they do need to figure stuff out and kind of give it an eye opener.
Yeah.
It'll be painful to be without Major League Ball, I think, but for guys like us and for the viewers that are watching this, you have KBO baseball to look forward to. It's all over the world. CBPL action now, which is apparently ramping up, and it is. I mean, that league is so fun because you get to see how rapidly the Taiwanese are coming along as a baseball nation, and as evidenced by their win against Korea in pool play, which the tournament so far. So don't you worry about a thing. You have all sorts of baseball to watch around the world and two sexy boys to take you through it. With a wrestling belt behind home plate.
Yeah, there he is.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The U.S. trying to extend their lead here in the top of the third. Soroka against Judge. Witt on first base, having reached on a fielder's choice. This is a big pitch coming, 2-1. misses
Low
outside
and
both rings.
outside.
I would either, because he has an enormous strike zone, yes, but he also has enormous plate coverage.
Yes.
Everyone is going to miss comfortably outside ball 4. You though with Kyle Schwarber coming out. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Unlike Harper, I was. Well, I guess his contract hasn't come up for renewal yet, but very, very happy to see Schwarber re-sign. And much as spring training is rapidly coming to an end.
Yeah, we're
But
very
lots
close
of
to
trades
opening
still
day
being
now.
discussed. I don't know. Might be feeling it a little bit here. Certainly. Runners at first and second, 2 outs, 1-0 USA. And what?
Right down the middle. Look, watching it all the way down.
2 balls and a strike here to Schwarber, the pitch.
Chop
Little
that
chopper
short.
down the third
he
base
might.
line. Toro! I could tell you that that's the first time I've ever seen that happen to Kyle Schwarber, but he has seen a remarkable number of those over the course of it. To leg those out.
He has definitely gotten a lot faster.
Yeah, he is. He's a beefy boy, but he's quick. He's still very quick. And now, Alex Bregman waits on deck, and I'm going to turn it on a little bit for this here. I'm going to turn it on. We're in. Here's a Japanese lesson for you here watching at home. If you hear the word shobu, it is used to describe specifically in baseball a showdown, a pitcher versus batter showdown, a big, big moment in the game. And this is one right here. This is going to, if they give up some substantial offense to this. And I'm going to turn it on to a high ball.
Outfield playing far in. Oh, never mind. .com coverage has a little thing where you can watch the shift.
That's a clever spot. As that miss going to catch the zone, 1 ball, 1 strike. Soroka on his way back from a lengthy injury spell. 1-1. Oh my goodness, did not miss by much. Nice fastball on the outer edge for ball 2. I'm not sure where that missed, to be candid with you. That was a great pitch and good frame job from Naylor, the catcher behind the plate.
Look to be.
Flips the breaking ball in there. Strike 2. Soroka with a chance to leave the bases loaded here against this loaded American lineup. Count even at 2. 2 away. The pitch is grounded toward third. Diving stop Toro. He throws high to first, and it goes over the head of Naylor. The run's going to score. And it may actually be more than that.
I think they'll get another one.
Play. Yeah,
2-run score.
Gonna go 2-2 and 2-run score.
Wow.
A monumental error from Abraham Toro.
After such an incredible grab.
Yeah, he did well to cut that off.
Oh, and then just
Bregman,
high.
That guy known for his speed. And the bases were loaded too. He had the easier play to make it. A lot of those bags.
Yeah, all he had to do was get it to second.
And that will spell doom for Mike Soroka. And the Alex Bregman double is going to give the Americans a little bit more substantial of a lead to play with here. Well, I'm going to turn the professional switch off and say, damn it. Come on, man. What was that, Toro? Come on.
It's just an easy little flip to second.
Shouldn't be that hard, man. Should not be that hard. He has.
I mean, if nothing else, it keeps the second from scoring.
So Soroka will be relieved, and he will make way for the lefty Micah Ashman, who was drafted by the Detroit Tigers. 6'7", 195 pounds is Ashman. 4-4 for the Double-A Chesapeake Bay Sox. 3.5 earned run average out of the bullpen with 6 saves and 57.
Decent note.
Square off with Roman Anthony to try to limit the damage. Big sweeping curveball is going to catch the zone for strike one. Yeah, for some of these Double-A guys, there's a good point made by some of the American broadcasters on some of these other games I've been watching. These moments are career builders for a guy like Ashman. This might speed his transition along into AAA if they feel like, they remember his name in a situation like this one. Could even get him a September call up. Who knows? 0-2 already here to Roman Anthony. Big dump waiting on deck.
Got him for 3.
Swing and a miss. Ashman gets the K and sends the young but talented Roman Anthony back to the dugout. 2 runs scored, though, for Team USA. They lead it 3-0. Oh, my goodness. It's incredibly unpredictable. And you just have unfortunate things happen to you sometimes. And it's the kind of player that you are if you're able to shake it off. And so we'll see if maybe Toro can redeem himself with a big hit for Team Canada here. Man. Thought occurs. We haven't had a good proper hockey scoreboard update yet in a while.
We have not.
We're gonna hit up in the Nottingham, the Glasgow Clan over the Cardiff Devils 5-3, and the Coventry Blades on the upset of the Manchester Storm 2-1. Sheffield and Belfast along with Coventry and 3 here from Houston. Otto Lopez striding to the plate for Canada. He's 0-1. To the Canadian leadoff man. 0-2 from Webb. Hit towards short, Witt. Easy play. Fires down to first and gets the Speedy Lopez for round number 1. But when you got it.
Working.
Yell while you're rocking with that.
There you are, EIH.
Leapfrogged, stopping out of Manheim, rounding out your top 5. 2 outs already, and in strides O'Neill for Team Canada. Pitches for Logan Webb. Cruising so far. 0-1 to Broneal. Lifted high in the air to left. It's deep, but it's going to stay in the park. Easy play for Anthony, and just like that, the bottom of the third is finished. It's 3-0 USA. It's still. I am of these silly little founding fathers costumes that people are wearing in the crowd. It just frustrates me.
Yeah. Belfast topping out the EIHL. They are sitting on 70 points in 44 games. Behind them, Nottingham, 4 points back. 2 back from them, Sheffield. And Cardiff rounds out your top 4. No big surprise. Manchester 5th, Guildford Flames in 6th, Coventry Blaze, Glasgow Clan, Dundee Stars, and as usual, Fife Flyers down in 10th.
Just a season to forget.
It's about every season's one.
Never been to Fife in Scotland. Hopefully it's a nice place to live at least. Out for another go round. No, it would seem not. I should tell you, I'd sure like to see maybe next NHL expansion. We ought to get a hockey team called the Giants. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Two of the three.
I wish it had been something more vague and
The
not
Las
just
Vegas,
named after the owner's obsession with
Las Vegas
the West
Bagman.
Point Military Academy.
The Las Vegas Showgirls.
Aces was thrown around, which I was a fan of. I mean, Las Vegas Luck.
Isn't that already the name of the minor league baseball team?
I believe you're right. Las Vegas Luck.
I do like that.
Nice.
I do like that name. Las Vegas Elvises.
But when they announced Mammoth, I found myself just wishing they'd kept Hockey Club.
Yeah, I know we talked about that off air, but yeah, I will agree with you on that for sure. It's an underrated naming convention. It's not seen a lot in American sports that I wish it was.
I was hoping for that with Seattle as well. Once it became clear that Sockeyes was off the table.
You could also bring the Sonics back team.
In the Swedish Hockey League, Skellefteå leads with 105 points. Frölunda behind them with 98. Vaksho Lakers rounding out the top three with 91, but 1 point behind them is Rögle. Brinas. And way down at the bottom is Hove 71. A club I've developed some feelings for over my time watching Swedish hockey.
Oh, yeah?
They are not doing so well this year. Wow, that was a high pitch to swing on.
Yeah, Raleigh down on. Tell you what, my friend, you know that we are working the rebrand of the channel.
Let's check in on the league.
Confirming the date. March 21st.
We are right up to it.
So that is just right. And in steps PCA.
Tappara in first place in the Liga.
I really would have grown to abhor Pete Crow Armstrong if he'd have stayed in the Mets system. And because he didn't, I have a lot more affection for him than I would normally.
Yeah, well, we hate Mets in this house too.
Yeah.
Cuckoo in second, tied with Saipa in the Finnish Liga. Ilves and JYP rounding out the top five. In the bottom, Eucarit, Parpat, 15, and Sport rounding the bottom.
Expected so far.
Yes. Not many surprises there.
PCA shows bunt. Ooh. I was kind of hoping that he'd get that bunt down. I want to see him do an Ichiro bunt. Armstrong. Timeout call. Maybe third baseline bunt would be called. Well, not now. With two strikes.
now. Oh, that's a big swing.
Crow Armstrong deep center.
Got
it's
him.
Hanging. Clark makes the play. 2 down. Ooh, you get the feeling that, and the roof is just going to completely vanish from this place.
Absolutely.
Blown off the joint. It's dying out there, though. I mean, obviously, Denzel Clark is Denzel Clark, but yeah, mostly small ball here for both teams. But with every inning that passes, even though it's only 3 runs that the Americans are leading by, just no offense for the Canadians since really the first inning. 3-0 is becoming more and more convincing. This is a deep part of the ballpark out there. 409, to be fair. It's chop back to the mound. That's going to be a big out. What do the Canadians? I hope so, because an error like that is very hard to come back from, especially with how tense U.S.-Canadian relations are right now. I think, and when the Canadian hockey team lost, if the Canadians are able to pull this game out, can you imagine celebrations that would be had and the national pride that would follow from it? And for narrative's sake, I would love that personally. That would be delicious, delicious irony.
That it would.
And not just because my hockey team was one of the few teams in the NHL that had mostly. It's mostly because this team is Russians and Canadian.
U.S. roster. Although, I mean, I will say the Canadians didn't win without Connor Bedard. Just saying.
A well-taken point.
What did they need? They needed scoring.
They did.
It's Draisaitl who's most of the.
It's abundantly clear. Never really advocate for monetizing your habits. If you're watching this, absolutely would have live streamed at Random Row Pub in Charlottesville here when we were.
This has been at similar times.
I don't know if it was 50-50.
Very fun. Like I want to say the U.S. scored
a pretty perfect day, to be honest. I did enjoy it.
In the Champions Hockey
Bottom
League
four here.
Frölunda defeated Luleå to win that championship. 3 Swedish teams in the Final Four. As
can't really say I'm surprised there.
Yeah, Sweden and Finland are far and away your strongest hockey countries. It really makes you wonder why Norway hasn't invested the infrastructure into hockey. Well, they're more of a mountain people, I suppose.
You've said it now. Their track record would suggest that if they have determined that there is a sport that they're not yet good at, they will get good at it. I mean, you have to think they became excellent footballers almost overnight.
It's true.
See, that is Toro.
Oh, there's a nice hit.
That's how you go out of sight, out of mind. One out single for Abraham Toro. And that will bring up Black, the designated hitter. Bloop and a blast, MG. Is this the moment for Canada?
I don't think so.
Looks like such the pessimist. He's really sharp right now. 0-2, man on first, a man away here in the Canadian fourth. That'll miss low. Good take by Black. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Need to just have some longer at bats at the end of the day here against Webb. Got to make him work and make that pitch limit work to your advantage.
Yeah, they're letting his pitch count stay far too low for this late in the game. Just start knocking some balls foul.
2 balls, 2 strikes. A little bit more. 2-2. There you go. Exactly the kind of cut you wanted to count. Black stepping back into the box. See if he can create. That's diabolical. Whoa, Naylor. Good take on the inner half. 1 ball, no strikes. Interesting that. I think a lot of it does bear mentioning that the only guy who on this of the bunch The
Ooh, there's a
remainder of the lineup is in the obviously the bigger hits coming for.
sorry, continue.
No, I was just. Why was I have not taken the time to check it out, but in time I will.
They're
But we're
current number
approaching,
one,
I guess,
143.
not know that